a fan of snakes myself, so I'm very uncomfortable with it, to be honest with you. And I have been since the day he opened up.
Neighbors of a reptile store in Newport speak up after a python sends the store's owner to the hospital. Good evening, everyone. The Newport snake store owner is recovering from his injuries and trying to downplay the violent encounter he had with one of his pythons Monday afternoon.
Captive Born Reptiles owner Terry Wilkins was bitten and then squeezed by a huge reticulated python yesterday. This didn't happen at a zoo or in the jungle. It happened in the heart of Newport's business district, and it has some people scared. Local 12's Joe Webb joins us live from Monmouth Street with the very latest. Joe?
Well, Rob, Terry Wilkins disputes some of the details of exactly what happened here yesterday, but no one is arguing. He got bit by a big python and police had to get it off of him. Something went wrong involving a huge snake in a place where people live and shop and work. It raises some questions. Monmouth Street in Newport was peaceful and calm this morning. Captive Born Reptiles was closed, but right next door at the styling venue, it was business as usual.
I'm not an animal person, but no, I'm not concerned. I don't think that he would put us in harm's way. I think it was just a freak accident yesterday. You know, I don't think he would put anybody in harm's way.
Across the street, Brady Ross had a different take on the snake issue. He's been concerned since the store opened. But what can you do about it?
Just sit back and watch when the ambulances arrive. Honestly, I mean, I had a feeling that something would happen someday.
It's wrapped around his neck. His face is covered.
That day was Monday. Owner Terry Wilkins was bitten and bloodied by a reticulated python the 911 caller claimed was wrapped around him. Police had to take it off. Wilkins went to the hospital. This is Terry Wilkins 6 years ago at his Columbus store, arguing that large constrictors are safe even around children.
If this animal were to get a hold of you, which it would not do, but let's say it did, the only thing this guy has to hang on with is his mouth. If we are able to secure that, this animal is harmless.
Apparently, the python in Newport's mouth was not secured. Despite what happened yesterday, reptile experts say when handled properly, snakes are not a hazard and not bad neighbors.
For all of us in this industry, it's safety first. I mean, these cages are secure, the animals are fed, maintained, you know, so they're not inherently dangerous animals when they're taken care of properly. And Terry's an expert in the field. He's a champion for education.
It's too early to know what lessons were learned yesterday. Kelly Combs says some of her customers are scared, but she is not, and will welcome Terry Wilkins back with a big hug when he returns to Monmouth Street.
He might be scared of a hug right now, but yeah, I'll probably hug him.
Now, Terry Wilkins has a valid Newport business license and was scrutinized by the city of Newport before he got that license. He has every legal right to sell snakes here on Monmouth Street, but there is no denying, Rob, something went horribly wrong here on Monday afternoon. Rob?
So he's legal. He's allowed to be there and he's doing nothing wrong. It's just that yesterday was a bad accident.
That's the way it appears at this point. You know, I talked with the city today, and they said he has a valid business license like every other business. It has to be renewed annually, and then they will take a look at it every year. But they took a hard look at him before he opened for business, and yeah, he's got the legal right to do what he's doing here.
Joe Webb, thanks very much. Police say Captive Born Reptiles has about 100 snakes on site.